Hey everyone, ancient history fans. What's up? I want to introduce you to Luzia, a Paleo-Indian woman who lived 13,000 years ago. Just imagine. For the first time we have a photorealistic reconstruction of her face. It's amazing, right? Found here in Brazil, Lucia's skeleton tells a fascinating story, like a prime-time soap opera. She had traits surprisingly similar to Africans, very different from what we usually imagine about ancient peoples here, like the Native Americans we know. Lucia's discovery connects continents and cultures, even suggesting a connection to Australia. Did you know? Researchers recreated Lucia's skull with 3D printers at the National Institute of Technology, INT, with the help of hordes of masters and doctoral students from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, UFRJ. In November 2018, scientists from the University of São Paulo, USP, and Harvard published a study changing everything, saying that Luzia didn't have this Australo-Melanesian origin. Using DNA sequencing, Luzia, say it with me, Luzia, is the name of the skeleton of this Paleo-Indian woman from the Upper Paleolithic period, found in a cave here in Brazil. Some archaeologists thought she was part of a wave of immigrants who arrived before the ancestors of today's Native Americans. But DNA and other evidence showed that's not quite the case. The skeleton, over 11,500 years old, was found in 1974 by archaeologist Annette Laming-Emperer in a cave at the Lapa Vermelha archaeological site in Pedro Leopoldo, near Belo Horizonte. The nickname Luzia is a tribute to the Lucy fossil of the Australopithecus species. The fossil was in the National Museum, where it was displayed until the fire in 2018, can you believe it? But don't worry, on October 19, 2018, they announced that they found most of Lucia's remains in the rubble and were able to reconstruct part of the skeleton. What a relief. In 2013, tests with carbon recovered from the layer where Lucia's bones were found dated the remains to 10,030 plus 60 years 14C BP 11243 11710 Cal BP years. Luzia is one of the oldest human skeletons ever discovered in the Americas. Experts found that she died young, around 20 years old. And here's something interesting. Although they found chipped stone tools nearby, her remains were the only ones in the Red Cave. Her features included a narrow oval skull, a forward-projecting face, and a pointed chin, quite different from most Native Americans and their Siberian ancestors. Anthropologists said Luzia resembled indigenous Australians, Melanesians, and the Negritos of Southeast Asia. Walter Neves, an anthropologist at USP, suggested that she looked more like Australian Aborigines. Neves and other Brazilian anthropologists believe that Luzia's ancestors lived in Southeast Asia for thousands of years after migrating from Africa and began arriving in the New World about 15,000 years ago. The oldest confirmed archaeological site in the Americas is Monte Verde in southern Chile, dating back 18,500 to 14,500 Cal BP years. Some anthropologists believe that a population from the east coast of Asia migrated by boat through the Kuriles Islands, along the Beringian coast, and down the west coast of the Americas during the last glacial maximum. In 1998, Neves and archaeologist André Preuss studied and dated Luzia to 11,400 years old. But Neves's conclusions were questioned by Rolando Gonzalez Jose, Frank Williams, and William Armalagos, who showed that the variety in skulls could be due to genetics and other factors. A 2005 comparison of the Lagoa Santa fossils with present-day Amerindian people from the same region also showed similarities, and Neves classified the Amerindians as Paleo-Indians. Share this video with everyone who loves history.